Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
35-year-old Arizona resident Anthime Gionet goes by the name of Baked Alaska online, also Tim Gionet, and he's a self-admitted white supremacist. Prior to the Capitol attack, Gionet was seen and heard on video saying that he was ready for civil war. He also said that he was, quote, going home to get mine, which referring to guns. And Gionet stated, quote, I ain't playing around. So he arrived in D.C. on January 5th of 2021, and he recorded himself and others. They were chanting insults and obscenities about the police, about Antifa, Black Lives Matter. And on January 6th, Gionet live streamed as he walked to the Capitol. And when he heard that people were storming the Capitol and being pepper sprayed, he yelled out to the crowd for backup. That was his word. And he said that he would, quote, get as many people as I can. Gionet also yelled at the press. He called them fake news, of course. And he told them, suck my fat white bleep. I don't want to say it because then this video will get demonetized, but you know what he said, and it's laughable. Fat? Really? Yeah. Not on an insecure guy like that. Anyway, after the Capitol was breached, Gionet was seen on surveillance video illegally entering the building. Gionet was in the Capitol for quite a while. He was live streaming the whole time to a site called DLive. It's kind of like a YouTube competitor for racists, essentially. He entered two senators' offices while he was inside, and he captured on video other people breaking windows, destroying furniture, committing other illegal acts. And Gionet was heard chanting things like 1776, fight for Trump, let's go, America first, all that kind of nonsense. He also was encouraging others to remain in the building. He told other people to, quote, come in. So he was encouraging people to enter the building as well. And Gionet continued to insult officers. He was calling them traitors. And while he was in a Senate conference room, Gionet was seen and heard leading chants of whose house, our house. And he told his audience, quote, occupy the Capitol. Let's go. We ain't leaving this bitch. Patriots are in control. I told y'all to trust the plan, did I not? So a while later, when Gionet was near an exit door, and this was in the Senate wing of the building, an officer tried to usher him and others out. And Gionet accused the officer of shoving him. So he flipped him off, he cursed him out, and then he repeatedly called him an oath breaker. At that point, he was forced out of the Capitol. However, he entered a second time. He came in less than 10 minutes later. So in total, Gionet was inside the building for over an hour. And Gionet was arrested on January 15th of 2021. He was charged with entering a restricted building or grounds, disorderly conduct in a Capitol building, impeding passage in a Capitol building, physical violence in a Capitol building, and parading or demonstrating in a Capitol. In July of 2022, Gionet pleaded guilty to the parading charge. So he was looking at up to 6 months in jail, 5 years of probation, and $5,000 in fines. However, as usual, the prosecutor requested only 75 days in jail, 3 years of probation, 60 hours of community service, and $500 in restitution. And Gionet has racked up several convictions in the recent past. Since the Capitol attack, Gionet has been convicted twice outside of January 6th. He was convicted for assault, disorderly conduct, and criminal trespass. This was after, if you guys have watched my follow-up videos, you know, he doused two people with pepper spray. This was outside of a bar in December of 2020. So this was right before the Capitol attack, but he was sentenced afterward. In that same month, December of 2020, Gionet was arrested for an incident at the Arizona State Capitol. He tore down a menorah and a Hanukkah sign. So for that, he was convicted and sentenced for criminal damage. And then he went on to enter the Capitol illegally on January 6th. Unfortunately, this case was transferred to a Trump-appointed judge for some unknown reason. The case was originally assigned to Emmett Sullivan. He's been very tough on January 6 defendants. I don't know why. No one seems to know why, but in July of 2022, that judge recused himself from Gionet's case. So Gionet immediately tweeted out, quote, "Huge news, 4 exclamation points. Literal miracle just happened in my J6 sentencing. Will announce live on air today, 5 p.m. at Wake and Baked. Praise Jesus, 4 exclamation points. So in a live stream later that day, Gionet told his audience, quote, "A literal miracle from God. My attorney let me know. Judge Sullivan has officially recused himself from my case. He is no longer the judge in my case. We don't know why, and I've been reassigned to Judge McFadden, who is a very awesome judge, who is a pro-Trump judge, and one of the judges that let one of the guys off innocent in his trial." So yeah, U.S. District Judge Trevor McFadden ended up presiding over Gionet's case, and it didn't really go the way that Gionet believed it would. Although, to be fair, it didn't really go the way I would have liked and I had hoped either, because at the sentencing hearing, Judge McFadden called Gionet's behavior shocking, and he told him, quote, "January 6th was the culmination of a petty crime spree from you. That is a very disturbing vocation, sir." The judge also said that Gionet entering the senator's offices, quote, "merits consideration in your sentence." And Gionet declined to speak on his own behalf at the hearing. That didn't go over well with the judge either. McFadden told him, quote, "I don't see a lot here in terms of remorse. I can't say I really see a recognition from you of the seriousness of what you were involved in and how your actions helped exacerbate the situation. You live streamed, hoping people would pay you. That puts you in a different category from the vast majority of the people there. You broadcast to 16,000 followers. Such blatant criminality will not be tolerated." And he added, quote, "You did everything you could to publicize your misconduct. You were there encouraging and participating fully in what was going on." In the end, though, the judge sentenced Gionet to only 60 days in jail, 2 years of probation, $500 in restitution, and a $2,000 fine. When the hearing was over, Gionet went out and he told the press that he still believes the election was rigged. He's that stupid. And that, quote, "people should have a right to speak freely as long as they are being peaceful." Yeah. Breaking windows and doors, menacing officers, beating them up. Not peaceful. Not peaceful, guy. So yeah, nowhere near enough for this budding career criminal, but, you know, better than what I expected for McFadden. I will give him that. Better than what we've seen in most of these January 6 cases in which he's, you know, presided over and given them everything but a happy meal and a pat on the head. So anyway, guys, if I hear any more, I will let you know. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate or become a monthly supporter on Supercast. The links are down below in the description box. I greatly appreciate all of your help. Really means the world to me. It keeps the show going. So thank you so much in advance. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.